So, I know we're all experiencing a very wide spectrum of emotions at this moment. And so I actually would like to start by just having a quick moment of grounding. So I'd like everyone, as you're in your seats, to just feel your feet on the earth. Feel the energy moving through your body, the wind on your skin. And when I count to 3, I want you to take the deepest breath that you have taken today. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. Exhale. Amazing. The Buddhist nun, Pema Chodron, once said that for those of us who want to live rich, good, full, unrestricted, and real kinds of lives, there is one concrete instruction that we can follow. See what is. I believe that this is not only a beautiful edict for how to live a full life, but in many ways encapsulates what we do as artists, as architects, as designers, as performers. In many ways, the job of the artist is to see. It's to take something that only exists in our mind, in our imagination, and to make it manifest in the real world. Our job is to be a mirror in many ways for everyone in society to have a deeper and more rich experience of the world around them. And as we serve as those mirrors, sometimes we might be reflecting some of the beauties of life, the incredible majesty of nature, the bottling up the essence of a connection between 2 human beings or a family or a community. But also, it's our job to shine a light in the darkness. And I know there's been a lot of darkness recently. I'm sure there are many of us out here who are feeling a lot of pain, a lot of confusion, feeling a whole range of emotions in a space where our voice feels really small. And if you're feeling that way, I understand that feeling. My family comes from the Democratic Republic of Congo, a place whose minerals is used to power every electronic device on planet Earth. And as a person, a storyteller, and an artist who's dedicated a lot of his lives to telling those stories, I know what it feels like when it feels like you're shouting into a void. That people and their livelihoods is the most important, the most essential thing in this world. And when it feels like that's not being recognized, it can feel hopeless. It can feel like you're wandering in the dark alone. But I want each and every one of you to know that you are not walking alone. That I see you, your colleagues see you, your students see you. And that every step that we take together is a step toward a more just and equitable world. I think that Pema Chodron's quote, in certain ways, is only half true. In life, as in art, it is incredibly important to see what is. But it's equally important and powerful to imagine what could be. Because art, design, whether it's a painting or a building or anything in between, is not just an instrument of reflection, but also one of refraction. To take the light that's coming in your direction and to send it into a new place, into a place of hope, imagination, belief, and optimism. But here's the thing. As you think about that imagination, of all of the ways in which our world could be more just, whether it's in a city where we could imagine a houseless population that's treated with dignity and care, a population that I myself was a part of when I was a child, whether it's imagining a nation where people whose voices are constantly disenfranchised can feel like they are heard, safe, and valid, or whether it's imagining regions, whether it's in the Middle East, Ukraine, Armenia, Congo, Sudan, or even here in our indigenous lands, where people whose stories have been erased can finally have those stories brought into the light. Or maybe it's here on a campus where students who give their time, livelihood, ideas, energy, and money are threatened by their own administration. Can we imagine this place where every student, regardless of where you stand on a spectrum of issues, regardless of your background, can feel safe, can feel like your voice will be heard, not only by staff and faculty, but also by your colleagues, by your friends, and that you can do what you're brought here to do, which is to learn, to gain the tools to make the world a better place. But the challenge is that if you step into that place of possibility, of belief, of imagination, of making, you might be denigrated. You might be mocked. You may be the only person who sees that vision. But if you can have the courage of mind and the perseverance of heart to stand in that truth and to create from that place, you may make something for someone that sparks a thought that goes, oh, it couldn't have been any other way. So as we all stand on this precipice together of moving into a phase in life and into a world that is chock full of so much uncertainty, from AI to political strife and everything in between, I urge all of us to have that courage to believe, that courage to stake our flag in our own imagination and our own vision. Keep your eyes open, not only to hold what is, but to make manifest what's possible. So that maybe one day somebody walks through your vision, through the world that you yourself imagined, and they say, wow, now I see. Thank you.